Well, like, it's no secret that most people are probably aware of the term great replacement theory. You've also probably heard many people refer to it as a far right conspiracy theory. You might have heard accusations and whatnot from people who disagree with the concept. The accusations directed at those who will say something along the lines of great replacement or words to that effect. They'll be called all the names under the sun, you know, Manetzi, etc. But time and time and time again, it's sort of proven to be, at least in some capacity, correct, whether or not you agree with the sort of core principles of how Wikipedia would describe the great replacement theory, such as, mass migration deliberately done so to dilute white majority nations, etc. But the reality of the matter is, there is some truth to it. Quite clearly, evidently, there's some truth to it. And it is a concern of mine, obviously. It goes without saying. And it's a concern to many people, especially when you see articles such as this. This is from the BBC, it just came out today. Migration to fuel Scotland's population growth. And then another article just on the same subject, again from today, 28th of January, immigration to account for all population growth. And they're referring to latest statistics that have come out from National Records of Scotland. And here we have here population projected population, sorry, of Scotland 2022 to now. But it's more what it starts to elaborate on slightly as you come through this. It's saying here that Scotland's population is projected to grow by 4.4% in the next 10 years from mid 2022 to mid 2032 and by 6.2% by mid 2047. Estimated and projected population of Scotland in the millions. And it shows you here that they think, or they estimate even, that by 2047 it'll be about 5.8 million. It's not exactly the greatest of growth, all things considered, but things to consider when you look at graphs such as this, given it we're around about 5.5, 5.6 million now, right? But even if that goes up to 5.8 million in and around these times, record low birth rates and quite a lot of excess deaths for multiple reasons. But coming further down, it says migration is projected to continue being the main driver of population growth. High levels of positive net migration are projected to offset negative natural change, births minus deaths, leading to Scotland's population being projected to increase each year to mid 2047. And then they show you a couple more graphs here. But this isn't the section I want to talk. It was just there was a specific phrase that really stood out to me. Goes on to talk about the aging population. The number of people aged 75 and over is projected to increase by around a third of a million people over the next 25 years to mid 2047. Over the same period, the number of children and young adults is projected to fall, record low births, record high abortions, etc. But this is it here. Main points, okay? Scotland's population is projected to continue increasing. In the 10 years from mid 2022 to mid 2032, population projected to increase by 4.4% to 5.7 billion. But this right here, all of the projected population increase comes from inward migration to Scotland. The projections suggest Scotland's population will not experience natural growth as there are more deaths than births projected each year going forward. And this has been a trend that's been going on for quite a while now. Like the beginning of the 2000, 2001, 2002, there was obviously a sort of influx of European migration into Scotland, which sort of helped stabilize the natural decline of the population. But like towards the latter half of the teens, the 20 teens, 2015, 16, etc., it started being the case again. It was like record low births. All the while, though, of course, the population continued to increase each year, and that's been the case for the past 20 years or so. But this, I just can't but it's just a conspiracy theory. Scotland's population is also projected to age. I've already read out that. And then it goes on to say that the population of the UK as a whole is projected to grow at a faster rate than Scotland to 72.5 million, which is fucking creepy. This would mean that Scotland's share of the UK population could fall from 8.1 to 7.6 by mid-2047 as a consequence of, because I missed out a sentence there like an idiot. Sorry, I better read that out again. Population of the UK as a whole is projected to grow at a faster rate than Scotland, 72.5 million by mid-2032 and to 76 million by 2047. This would mean that Scotland's share of the UK population could fall from 8.1 to 7.6. And again, these projections are higher than the last set of projections for Scotland, with the main reason for this being higher migration figures, particularly for international migration. And then, just to conclude this wee video here, it says that there's a bit down here. Where did it go? Where the fuck did it go? Very professional. Oh yeah. Why is Scotland's population changing? Population change is driven by two main components: natural change and net migration, with the natural change being the number of births minus the number of deaths. Net migration, the number of people moving into an area minus the number of people leaving. And all of the projected growth in Scotland, all, again, operative word, all of the projected future growth is to come from migration. So there you have it. I will leave the links, as always, in the description, but worrying times ahead. But just to sort of bring this full circle, is it really a conspiracy? Really? Because it's happening. But hey ho, we must all be crackpots, eh?